What's up, and welcome back to another Vlogmas. Today is Vlogmas day 8, and y'all, we are about to have a candid conversation. So y'all just watched me yesterday go out to the museum. It was really nice. That was like the first time I've been out the house in months, always. But I wanted to talk about what happened off camera that you guys didn't get a chance to see, which is sometimes great. It's great for the moment. It's great for the authenticity. It's great to not have everything on camera because sometimes you miss the moment and what it is giving you if you're so eager to record it. So yesterday we went to go get something to eat at this little place. Wind up the place being closed, right? Like nobody was there to service us. So what happened was behind us, there was a bar. Yeah, I know, sis drinks. I love drinking. So what I decided to do was say, I'm going over here and catch me a shot. So I walked to the bar to go get me a shot of Casamigos. Why did I choose Casamigos? I don't know. That's not important. That doesn't matter. But anyways, I went to take me a shot of Casamigos, and on the end of the bar were 3 black women. They were older than me, and they were just like super energetic. And they were like, come over here, you black people, you beautiful black couples. Because, you know, it was me and Babe. Walked over there, whatever, and they were literally sent by God. They were sent by God to give me a sense of fellowship. I know they were, because I'm a very private person. I'm a Scorpio, okay? So I don't really let people be in my business because it ain't your business. Mind your business, right? Right. And as they were talking to us, you know, they were asking us how old we are, yada, yada, yada. And one of them was like, where are you from? And I was like, New York. And she was like, I could tell. And I was like, how? And she was like, I could tell by the accent, which I hear all the time, which I don't feel I have an accent, but also my ears are New York, so I wouldn't know if I have an accent or not. But yeah, so she was like, I could tell. So we were just talking, and I was just basically telling them that, you know, I've had a hard time like finding my place of comfort since I've moved to the state. It's been very, very hard for me to just literally breathe, right? I'm a city girl. You know what I mean? Like, I come from a huge city, and I'm aware that North Carolina is a huge state, but it's not the city. I'm aware of that. But since I've moved here, there's been so many like fucking weird things that have happened that like I don't know what to do with them. And also I'm in a place in my life where I'm healing. So I'm shifting, you know what I mean? This is not the same Tessie that used to live in the Bronx. I'm shifting. I'm trying to do better because I want my life to be more valuable. I know that my life is worth much more. So there are a lot of things that I try to let slide, but just because you let slide on the outer does not mean that you're not dealing with processing it on the inner. So as I was talking to them yesterday, I was basically like, you know, sometimes I think I'm fucking crazy. Like, sometimes I think I fucking lost my mind. Like, I think that something's wrong with me. I tell my husband that all the time, like, something's wrong with me. I literally think that I need to sign myself into the insane asylum because I'm not like, girl, do you see my stuttering? That's how I be feeling. So I was talking to them and I was like, you know, I tend to say to myself, always think something is wrong with me. And they were like, no, it's nothing wrong with you. It's the state and it's the people in the state. But you need to understand that you need to create a solid foundation on what to stand on. Don't let these people shift you. You know what I mean? Don't let these people have to make you conform into what's easier for them. Stay who you are. I have neighbors that have watched me. I have neighbors that have questioned me, interrogated me, and asked me, where do I stay? I have had a neighbor racially profile me to put something on me because I'm pretty sure they felt that I fit the profile. It's just weird. It's weird. And in that moment, speaking to those 3 black women, which were all real estate agents, which is dope. That 15 to 20 minutes, they gave me so much of my life back. So much of my life back, because there are days when I sit here in my house and I cry. There are days when I journal and I'm just trying to figure it out. There are a lot of days that I'm, like I said earlier, just trying to process. And there are times when I'm asking myself, like, what the fuck am I doing down here? Like, did I make the wrong choice and move into this state? But I also have said that I'm not going to let them run me out, because no, that's not going to happen either. I know why I moved to the state, and I'm just going to get the benefit of why I moved to the state. I didn't necessarily move to the state to make friends, but it would be nice to have some like-minded people around. So not like sharing that on camera gave me every bit of it. Like, we talk so much. I had them like guess my age, which no one ever thinks I'm my age. I love it. But y'all, they was giving me like 20s, 25s. And I was like, you have decreased my age by 11 years. Won't he do it? Won't he do it, right? I'm trying to grow up. I'm realizing that everything doesn't deserve a reaction. And if you can breathe, if you can pray, if you can count, if you can close your eyes and pretend that you're somewhere else, all of those things are tools that will help you not end up in a very, very horrible situation. I've also told my husband recently that one thing I hate about living down here is that I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of people, but I'm scared of the control that they possess. And we know who I'm talking about. So it makes me often not really speak up to the place that I would if I still lived in the Bronx. Because in the Bronx, listen, I know who I'm around. My people, we either gonna fight or we just gonna argue back with each other. But there's so much racial division in the world. The climate is right now of the world very sensitive. And I refuse and I rebuke the devil. And I'm not gonna allow anyone who is able to just claim fear to be used against me to ever put me in a place that I don't want to be. I've had cashiers not even want to service me down here because I'm Black. I've had people follow me in the stores because I'm Black. And it's like, that's a lot. That's a lot for anybody to have to know that when you go outside, you're going to be judged instantly off the color of your skin. You would just hope that people try to be better people because of where we are in life. You know what I'm saying? Because of how hard it is for everybody. Like, everybody's struggling. And this is probably why I never talked about this on my channel, because it makes me super emotional. It makes me super emotional to know that we still have to live with that ignorance. And it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. So it makes me like stay in my house. It makes me like bury myself in my own things. It makes me like literally just want to like protect myself, because I'm not in control of you, but I am in control of me. And again, before I let you make me act irrational and make me do something, say something in defending myself, but in knowing that all you have to do is, again, claim fear, and we don't know where it can go from there. So I literally thank the universe so much, and I thank those women so much for wanting to even talk to us, wanting to even like give us any moments of their day, because they didn't have to. But it wound up being just like the highlight of my day. Like, it really showed me nothing is wrong with me. I laugh because it's serious, y'all. Like, it is really serious how much it really takes your joy and your brain and everything away. And I'm a very joyful person. God, like, a big part of my life is always making sure that everybody is straight. Big part of my life is always making sure that, like, people laugh. Like, I'm a crazy jokester. Like, that's all I do. So to know that, like, moving to this state has put me in a very dark place mentally, it's like, it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. But like I said, I moved out here for a reason, you know what I mean? And obviously I was placed here in this area for a reason. So I cannot allow the ignorance, the rudeness, the hatred, the stupidity of other people to control my narrative or control me. Because no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, I deserve to go outside and live my life and be happy and not have to fucking be stressed or aggravated or feel unwanted in situations. Like, that has nothing to do with me. That's more on that person. And it's hard because when things like that happen, it's really hard to create the barrier, right? To know that it has nothing to do with you. You know, it's projection. And projection at some point, if you don't understand it, if you don't recognize it, can certainly be internalized. And when it's internalized, it's really like, what do I do with this? And I think that's what happens. We have so much anger, God, including myself, so much rage, so much audacity, so much lack of responsibility, lack of accountability. You know, everyone always wants it to be someone else's fault before they accept that it's their fault. So what it showed me is I definitely need to get outside more, but I definitely need to find the people that are going to be like-minded. Towards the end of the night, I had went to the store, and again, I was talking to this girl, and every time I go to a store, first of all, I'm pleasant in general. Like, manners, manners literally are my DNA. Like, I love manners because I think that they're super important. I think that you need to be mannerable in every situation because that's the way that you show people respect. So every time I go to a store, I'm always like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for your patience. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. And I promise you guys, since I moved here, there's not one time that that person in the store is not like, oh my God, if the world could be like you, we would be in a different place. Thank you for being dope. And I know it's because they struggle too. Again, I don't know if these people are born and raised down here, but I know that if you come from a place where your mind is different, moving to this state of small-minded people is definitely super hard to like navigate through. So I went to the store and I said the same things. The girl was helping me. She was giving me mad information. I mean, yeah, it's her job, but still, come on. She was giving me mad information. So I was just like, you know, thank you so much for your patience and thank you for sharing your knowledge with me. I really appreciate it. And she was like, thank you for being dope. And I was like, oh yeah, no problem. That's just who I am. I really wanted to just come tell you how important those 3 Black women were to me. Like, we need that fellowship, you know? We need reciprocation. We need representation. I'm not who you thought. Like, I'm not a pushover. So I'll never let nobody push me over. I'll never be a doormat for anybody. But I'm also growing up to realize that, y'all, we can't fight them. There's no purpose. Fighting them is literally sending yourself into a rage that you don't deserve to walk around with. Literally, it's better to just go about your business. And younger me would have been like, bitch, please. Like, go up to that motherfucker and tell him to mind his motherfucking business. And why is he asking these fucking questions? Like, that was younger me. But I can't be that person. Like, I don't want to be that person anymore, which is a major reason why I moved out of my state. It's because I felt like New York was stifling me. You know, I wasn't able to grow, to evolve, to become enlightened, to become aligned, to become lighter. Like, I made the move literally for my growth. And the challenge that I've been met with down here is still for my growth. It's just from a different perspective. It's just from a different angle, you know? So that's what I got to do for myself to make it through living in North Carolina. Like, I'm going to literally have to make sure I go out, and I'm going to literally have to make sure I converse with people, because I'm looking for people to just be decent. And I laugh because decency is not a thing. That's not where we live anymore. You know what I mean? People size you up and people categorize you before they feel you deserve their decency. And yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that to myself no more. I can't, because I would be out here just like them. No joy, no happiness, evilness, angry, and I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? The reason why my skin is so flawless and it looks so youthful is because I pride myself on literally being a decent person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about being right. It's about being decent. And I feel like we've lost that as people. So anyways, I didn't want this video to be too long. I probably knew I was going to cry because I can't help myself because it's emotional and it's important. But like I said, I walk away from that fellowship and that interaction with those women and I felt rejuvenated. Like, I felt like, thank you guys so much. Thank you for speaking to me. Thank you for confirming that nothing's wrong with me. Thank you for the kind, uplifting, encouraging words and energy that you pass to me. Just thank you. My advice to you guys is, if you're feeling like you're in a place, whatever state you're in, even if it's around family, like, don't let that win. Find a way to save yourself. Find a way to keep your sanity. Find a way to help yourself. Don't let, the saying is, don't let what you can't change you. Woo! That's what they always say. You cannot change anyone in this world. The only person you can change is yourself. You cannot control anyone in this world. The only person you can control is yourself. And listen, we fall short of that too. Sometimes there are times that I wish that I would not react to things that I do, but I'm a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not healed. I'm not completely changed, but I'm working on it. We are losing good people every day to depression. We're losing good people every day to locking themselves away. I know, because I'm one. I used to have such a social life. What? Y'all, I used to have such a social life. I was out. I would meet people, have fun. Come on, I was in New York, right? So I would do all of that. And then I just stopped because I kind of felt like it was just too much. It was too much. Like, it was too much. It was too much. So I kind of was like, oh, I'm staying in the house. We can work remotely. If my friends need to see me, they can come to my house. Like, I just literally cut myself off from outside altogether because I was exhausted. I was tired. I was tired of always feeling like, what the fuck is going on out here? Like, I literally felt we were in Avatar, on the moon, possibly even in a different galaxy. Like, I just was like, this is not making sense anymore. And as much as we wish that things would change for the better, things always get worse before they get better. But again, don't lose yourself. Figure out whatever tools help you, you know, reading, journaling, yoga, working out, or yoga, working out, talking to a friend, going to therapy, listening to podcasts. Like, there are so many resources we have. Listening to TED Talks. There are so many resources we have to try to help us not be depressed. But you have to want to go get those resources. If you don't go get those resources, then you'll be leaving yourself to be nothing but a feeding frenzy and a host for depression. And depression, it's dangerous, man, because when you're so deep and so dark in that hole, you think that there is no way to come up out of it. Like, there were times when I was so depressed that I was just like, oh my God, like, I'll never be able to enjoy life again. But listen, do what you can to save yourself. Heal yourself. Because the more that you elevate yourself, the stupidity will still come to you. I wish I could tell you it wouldn't. But the more you heal yourself, the more you're able to disconnect from the chains and the bounds of stupidity. The more you're able to look at it and, oh, you missed me. You know what I'm saying? Or like, oh, nah, get the fuck away from me. I'm going over here. Like, the more you're able to not even, like, you won't even take a second look. You won't even take a second look. You won't even give yourself like a second chance. You'll just be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, I got something else better I could be doing with my time right now. So I enjoyed myself so much talking to those women. I know I said that so many times, but it was like a life preserver, y'all. It was literally like a life, like someone had threw me out the donut. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had threw me out a donut I was drowning in this water of just misery. And someone threw me a donut like, no, I see you. Wait, hold on. Don't drown yet. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally what that was for me. The crazy thing is I talk about this all the time. I don't talk about it on my channel, but I talk about it all the time to my husband because I want to be better. And I know I'm capable of being better. And I know I'm stronger, you know, than this bull. I know that no one cannot defeat me if I do not accept defeat. So with that, guys, love yourself, work on yourself, heal yourself, help yourself. And whatever is not helping you, whatever is not feeding you, whatever is not building you to get to the next level of where you're trying to get, leave it alone. All right? All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. I would say sorry for crying, but it's authenticity, so it is what it is. See y'all in my next vlog. Peace.